Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Emma. I will be guiding you through practice today. I asked you last week for some of my regular practitioners or subscribers. I had tried a new microphone and it did not work as well as this clip-on did, so I really apologize. I know a lot of you said you couldn't hear it at all, which is such a shame. I'm so sorry about that. I thought it might be better than having a clip-on, but we're gonna stick with this. It's tried and true, it works, and yeah, so I apologize for last week's video. This should be back to normal. I have got a backup mic just in case, so good to go here on out. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do a longer practice today. Feel free to pause this video at any time. If you need to take a little break, grab a child's pose, grab some water. Nothing is mandatory and there's never any rush when you're on your mat. We'll start in a standing forward fold near the top of your mat. I also apologize, I have a bit of a cold, so I'm a little sniffly. Just bear with me, kind of that change in season, you know. Bend the knees here as much as you need, and then let your head hang heavy. Kind of completely relax your upper body. Your arms can just dangle towards the mat, or you could grab opposite elbows or clasp your hands behind your head. Try to find the position that's the most comfortable to you. Now, if that means bending your knees more, kind of sending your butt back and up, go for it. And then start to take deeper breaths. You might feel some softness, a little opening through the upper back as you do this. Relax your jaw, really let the crown of the head sink like there's a weight. Not feeling like your breath is rushed. Never in a rush to inhale or exhale. Try to make those nice, long, and full. Switch what you're doing with your arms. Just try something different. Feel how that might change the pose a little bit. And then try to find some stillness if you haven't already. Feel the thigh muscles hug onto the thigh bone. Think about crawling your ribs down your thighs, elongating your spine, and release your hands to the mat. Bend your right knee, reach your left arm up. Make a fist with your left hand and roll out your wrist. Stay here or a half wrap behind your back. Think of a little lean back to the right. If you've got a block, you can use it here. Last step is to look up. And release, switch. Left hand replace the right, reach your right arm up. Stack the shoulders, make a fist, roll out your wrist. Feel some expansion through your chest. Stay here, half wrap if you did side one. Feel a tuck of the left rib cage as you peel the right rib up. Lean a little to the left. Great, let's release, hands down. Bend the knees if you need to. On your inhale, halfway lift. I like fingertips to the mat, maybe blocks. Feel the shoulders pull back. Draw the belly button up and in. Exhale, fold, sink the crown of your head. 2 more, halfway lift. And fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Step your feet closer together, about the width of your hips, and then step your left foot back so you're in a runner's lunge. Fingertips or blocks, move your hips around a bit. I like to bend and straighten, or if shifting the weight kind of forwards and backwards feels good, go for that. Move your breath. Any areas that feel sticky or tense, just breathe. We'll meet with a straight right leg. Flex your foot, think about driving your right heel forward and down, then come up really high on your left toes, almost like you're gonna spring yourself forward. Pull the shoulders back, long spine, and then put your right toes down on the mat. Feel a stretch through the front of the leg, the ankle, the shin. Drop your left knee to the mat, low lunge. Reach both arms up. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and sweep your right arm back. Squeeze your inner thighs and especially your left glutes. And then bring your right hand either to the lower back or towards your left hip crease and reach your left arm up. Now we'll take the left hand to the middle of the upper back. If you'd like, you could grab for your fingertips, making a bind. You could also grab for your shirt or use a towel. If neither of those sounds good, right hand will grab the left elbow and lean back for a tricep stretch. We'll be here for 3. Lift your chin a bit. 2. And 1. Release your hands to the mat. Spin your left shin behind you. And you're going to open up to the left like a baby warrior 2. Reach your arms in opposite directions. You feel a nice external rotation through your right hip. Think about doing a reverse warrior. Flip your right palm. As you come towards the back of your mat, modified side plank. Straighten out that right leg. Press your hips forward. And then lift your right leg up. Flex your foot. You can stay here if this is enough. Otherwise, bend your knee, grab your foot from the outside and kick. This is great prep for full moon pose, which is a balancing posture. Try to knit your ribs in and maybe look up. Release the foot if you've got it and bring it back down to the mat. Put your right hand down and we'll meet in a tabletop facing the back of your mat. Adjust your knees and your hands if you need. On your inhale, arch your back, look up at the ceiling. On your exhale, tuck your chin into your chest and round. Inhale, cow. Once you finish your breath in, exhale, cat. And then moving through a few rounds on your own. Find the rhythm of your breath and move with it. One more. We'll meet in a tabletop position, neutral spine. Extend your right leg back behind you and flex your foot. Then reach your left arm forward. Take a breath in. On your exhale, crunch your elbow to your knee, round your back. We have 3 total. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Bend your right knee. Sweep your left arm back so the thumb is pointing down. Now you can stay here or take an inside grip on your right foot and kick a little to the right. Plug the right shoulder back into the socket. Bring your chin parallel with the mat and hold here for 3. 2. Without slingshotting, release your left hand down and tuck your left toes. 3-leg downward facing dog, keeping your right leg up. Bend your right knee and open your hips up. Now maybe you roll out the ankle joint or the hip joint. You can always take your right hand and grab the outer edge of the mat if you feel like you're gonna slip. Then take a next breath, square your hips. On your exhale, gentle step up towards your right thumb. We're gonna go to a down dog lunge. Spin your left heel down like warrior 1, and then walk your hands over that top left corner. Drop your head and look at your left heel. Think of bumping your hips a little to the left, and try to get your rib cage away from your right thigh. So really press down through the palms, find length through your waist like down dog. Walk your hands more to the left, wide leg fold. Adjust your feet how you like them. Squeeze your thighs. Walk the hands back a few inches and drop your head. Shoulders away from ears. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist and lean over to the right. Squeeze your thighs. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale through center. Switch the grip and take it to the left. Inhale, center. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your sternum from your glutes and look up. And then bend your knees just a little bit as you forward fold. Keep the bind. Let the arms waterfall over your head. Sink the crown of the head towards the mat. And then release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull the shoulders back. And walk towards the front of your mat, framing your left foot in a runner's lunge. Take a few breaths. Move your hips around, bend, straighten, or shift. I like fingertips or blocks. Then we'll meet with the left leg straight, flexing the foot. You can always walk the hands back a tad if you need. Come up really high on your right toe, so you're trying to get your hips in one line. Right hip forward, left hip back. Then put your left toes down on the mat. You feel a nice stretch through the front of the leg. Drop your right knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana B. Reach your arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee and sweep your left arm back. The right hand to the knee really helps the left knee from falling out. Take your left hand to your tailbone or your right hip and reach your right arm up. Now, the right hand will come to the middle of the upper back. You could take the bind, grab your fingertips, towel, or your shirt, or tricep stretch. Lean your skull back a little bit. Look up. And release your hands to the mat. Spin your right shin behind you and open up to the right for baby warrior 2. Feel that nice external rotation of the left thigh. Flip your palm like you're going to reverse your warrior. The right hand lands at the back of the mat for modified side plank. Firm your glutes and press your hips forward. Big reach. Lift your left leg up. Stay here or bend the knee and reach back for your foot. Now, if you've got your foot, I want your foot to stay in line with your hip and your knee, not all the way up here. So you're kicking back. Think spine towards your heart. And gently release. Bring your left foot back down. Hands to the mat, tabletop. Now, last time we did cat-cow. This time, barrel rolls, hip circles, or figure eights. Any sort of spinal movement that feels good. Notice where you might be holding some tension in your body. And I'll kind of allow your body to guide your movement. Usually it knows where to go. Move with your breath. Maybe close your eyes. And then we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop position. No rush. Extend your left leg back and flex your foot. Reach your right arm forward. Inhale here. Exhale, crunch your elbow into your knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze, belly button in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Bend your left knee, sweep your right arm back. The thumb is pointing down. Inside grip on the foot, or don't grab it at all, that's okay too. Kick a little to the left. Press the top of your right ankle down. Without slingshotting, release your right hand to the mat. Tuck your right toes, 3-leg down dog. Open the hips to the left, move it around or stay still. Drive your right heel down. Keep breathing, relax your head. Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, gentle step to your left thumb. Down dog lunge, right heel spins down and walk over that top right corner. Spread the fingers out like you're in down dog and press your inner palm down. Try to lengthen through your arms and your waist, and then drop your head and look at your right heel for 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands to the right. Turn those left toes in, wide leg fold. This time we're gonna go goddess with the hands to the thighs. Heels in, toes out. Lift your torso up. Thumbs in, all 4 other fingers out. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your right shoulder towards your left knee and twist. Inhale, center. Left shoulder towards your right knee. Inhale, center. Release your grip and rise all the way up to stand. Turn your toes in, heels out, and fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. And walk to the front of your mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left, high plank. Think more space between the mat and your chest. Lengthen your arms. Protract your shoulders. With or without the knees, lower all the way down onto your stomach. Untuck your toes. Bind your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your upper body only. Sternum lift, little tuck of your chin. Float your hands away from your seats. Switch the grip so the opposite thumb is on top and lift your legs up. Point your toes. Feel the compression in your lumbar spine for 3, 2, 1. Hands under your shoulders. Bring your feet out wider, the width of your mat. Press down and roll up cobra pose. Pin the shoulders back. Take an inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Knees out wide, forehead down. Take a breath in. Exhale. 1 more. Shift forward, tabletop, and downward facing dog. Lift your heels up, squeeze your calves. Tiptoe your feet towards the top of your mat. It should be challenging the closer you get to the top. We'll meet with the big toes touch, a sliver between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up. Hands to your heart. And down by your side. Samastitihi. Sun A 3 times. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms down. Right foot, left foot. Step back. Chaturanga. Knees up or down. I have a Chaturanga tutorial on my channel. If you're confused about Chaturanga, Vinyasa, or Sun A as a whole, you can go ahead and check that out. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Squeeze your thighs, think outer hips and tailbone lifting. If you need, bend the knees and or lift your heels, that's totally fine. Head relaxed, soften your jaw. Steady breath. In, out through the nose, if possible. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees and look forward. Step right foot, left foot to the top. Halfway lift on your inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. Rise all the way up to stand. Reach both arms. Hands to your heart. And down by your side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Press all the air out. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step back, left foot, then right foot. Chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. You're never stuck where you land. You can always adjust your feet, adjust your hands in your down dog. Make adjustments that you need. to get into that better alignment. Find the activation through your thighs, your core. Press your inner palms down. Inhale, heels up, bend your knees. Look forward, step left foot, right foot to the top. Inhale, halfway, and exhale, fold. Come all the way up to stand. Hands to your heart and by your side. Last one. I'll let you go through on your own, but I will be demoing it if you get lost. Follow the pace of your breath. We'll meet back in a down dog, so I'll just have you take it back. Meeting in a down dog. Find the stillness. Find a little bit more ease with each round. Next, inhale, heels up. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach your arms up, feet together or the width of your hips. Sit a little lower than you'd like to. Take an inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms back and hover your chest. Maybe lift your heels up and press your ankle bones forward. Heels down, arms up, inhale. Exhale, arms back, maybe heels up. Inhale, arms up, heels down. Exhale, arms back, heels might go up. One more time. Let's all lift the heels up, ankle bones forward, tuck your chin a bit, toe stand. Hands to mat or blocks will be easiest. Your heels have to come off the mat entirely. Knees go forward, harder option. Thumbs press into your sternum. Pull the belly button back and in and think about knitting your ribs in towards your hips. Squeeze your ankles towards each other. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Maybe sit up an inch or two, a few centimeters. Awesome. Hands down. Drop your seat back, Navasana. Shins parallel, a little easier. Straight legs, definitely more challenging. Lift your sternum. Plug the shoulders back. Keep your breath. That's the priority. We'll be here for 3, 2. Slowly lower on 1, all the way down onto your back. Bend your knees so your feet are firmly planted. Arms by your side, palms down. Lift your hips up, bridge pose for 5. Shoulders, head stay on the mat. Firm your glutes, press those hip points up. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your hips. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock up and down the length of your spine 3 or 4 times. After the last one, you're welcome to take Bakasana, crow pose, or just step or jump your feet back for Vinyasa. There's no right or wrong options. When you're ready, step or jump your feet back, take it through 1 Vinyasa, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. While you get there, I'll explain our format for our flow today. We're going to move through it 3 times, but there are no chaturangas, no vinyasas in between. So I believe we have about 2 vinyasas left in the entire practice, so that's something you can look forward to. However, it's still going to be challenging. It's a lot on the legs. With that being said, if you ever need a break, feel free to grab one. If you want to skip a round or two, you're always welcome to. It's your practice, you choose. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step up to your right thumb. Spin your left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Take an inhale. On your exhale, turn to the left, goddess pose. Scoop your tailbone, press your thumbs into your sternum. Straight legs, rise up. On your exhale, warrior two, face the front of your mat. Bend a little deeper in your right knee, and then straighten your legs, reverse triangle, reach up and back. Bend your right knee, elbow, thigh, or hand to mat. Reach your left arm up and overhead, potentially. Extended side angle. Think of a little lean back over the right thigh and look up. Inhale will take you all the way up and around for a twist to the back. Right hand down inside the foot. Reach your left arm up. Now press the back of your right knee up. This is the tricky part. Look forward. Your left hand will go forward and open up to the right. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Flex your right foot like you're in between two panes of glass. The more you try to look around, the harder the pose becomes. So try to choose one spot, focus your gaze. Start to bend your left knee, take a step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, hands to the mat like you would take chaturanga, but instead your left leg will go up and back to three-leg down dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip, stay here and hang out, or shift your shoulders over your wrists, roll to the outside of your right foot, and step your left foot gently behind you for wild thing. You gotta stack your right shoulder over your wrist. Look at either hand. Try to straighten out that right leg. And release the left hand down if it's not already. Step your left foot to your left thumb and rise up, warrior one. Take an inhale. Exhale, turn to the right, goddess pose. Drive your heels down, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, rise, straight legs. Warrior two, face the back of your mat. Adjust the feet if you need. Straight legs, reverse triangle, reach up and back. Exhale, side angle. Bring your elbow to your knee or hand down. Right arm can extend overhead. Little lean back, look up. All the way up and around, twisting to the front. Take your time. Blocks are great here. Left hand down, right arm up. Stack the shoulders. Look in front of your mat. Your right hand will go forward. Open up to the left, half moon. If this is too much, bring your left hand to your left hip. Imagine being sandwiched in between two panes of glass. Start to bend into your right knee. Take a step back to warrior two. Flip your right palm and inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat like you would go back to chaturanga, but your right leg will go up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hip, stay here and hang, or shoulders forward, outside edge of the left foot down, wild thing, or flip dog for three. Press your spine towards the back of your heart, two. One, right hand down. Step your right foot to your right thumb. We're right into round two. Rise up, warrior one. That's your inhale. Goddess pose. Exhale. Straight legs, arms up. Inhale. Front of your mat, warrior two. Exhale. Straight legs, reverse triangle. And rebend, side angle. All the way up and around, a twist to the back. Take your time, there's no rush. Look forward, left hand forward, half moon, right arm goes up. Stack your hips and shoulders. Take a generous step back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left leg goes up. Stay here with the knee bent like a scorpion pose or wild thing for 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Warrior 1, inhale. Goddess pose, exhale. Straight legs, rise. Face the back, warrior 2. Straighten your legs, reverse triangle. And side angle. Finish your breath all the way up and around, a twist to the front. Stack the shoulders. Look forward, half moon. You'll open yourself up to the left. It's a big move. Take a step back, warrior 2. Flip your palm and reverse. Hands to the mat. Right leg goes up. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Or flip it, wild thing, for 3. We're going to go into a third round, 2. Child's pose if you want to skip. 1, right hand down. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Rise up, warrior 1. That's your inhale, last time. Goddess pose, exhale. Straight legs, rise. Warrior 2 to the front of your mat. Reverse triangle. Side angle. All the way up and around, twist to the back. The big move, left hand forward, half moon. Exhale, big step back. You can always adjust your feet. Reverse warrior. Palm the mat, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, stack. Hold or flip it wild for 3, 2, 1. Gentle step, left foot to your thumb. Rise up, warrior 1, facing the back of your mat. Exhale, goddess pose. Straight legs, rise. Warrior 2 to the back. Straight legs, reverse. Side angle. Long breath all the way up and around, twist. Look forward, half moon, last time you do this. Big step back, warrior 2. Flip your palm in reverse. Palm the mat, right leg goes up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hip, flip it over if you did on the other side for 3, 2, 1. Our only vinyasa of this flow. Meet in a child's pose. Nice job, you guys. That was a lot. So even though there was no chaturangas, no vinyasas, we still hopefully got our heart rate up. We're moving and grooving, 1 breath per movement. If your breath has become choppy or shallow, try to even it out. I know I am definitely sweating. I hope you are too. Find that rhythm with your breath. Walk your hands over to the right. and to the left. Back through center, make your way to downward facing dog. Once you're there, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Bend the knees if you need. Take your peace sign fingers to your big toes. Thumbs on top of your big toe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Drop your head. Just like in the beginning, think about crawling the ribs down the thighs. Elbows out to the side and then a little bit back. Shoulders away from ears. Feel the crown of the head sink and the spine lengthen, elongate for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands under feet or grab your ankles from the front. Padahastasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Almost imagine somersaulting your weight forward. Squeeze the front of your body and flip your tailbone up. Little tuck of the chin might help you relax the upper back. And release. Walk yourself out to downward facing dog. We'll meet there. Fingers spread out. Adjust anything that you need here. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, crunch your right knee into your nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the left elbow. Kick your right leg out, toes point forward. Roll to the inner edge of your left foot and reach your left arm up. So your left foot needs to be like warrior 2. The outer edge of your left foot should be parallel with the back edge of your mat. Your right shoulder over your right wrist, hips pressing up. And then I want you to drop your seat all the way down. So your legs are at a 90 degree. Most importantly, your left leg should be parallel with the outer edge of your mat. We're gonna take a gate pose. Harder option, put your right foot down to the mat, hugging the right shin in towards you. Easier option, bottom of the right foot to the inner left thigh. So your right arm will go up. Your left hand will either grab your right waist or your right ankle, depending where you are. You're gonna lean up and over to the left. Maybe grabbing your toes. It's a big stretch. Once you get there, think of a little lean back, kind of like when we're in side angle. It's easier to collapse forward, but you want to lean back, spiral your chest up, and maybe even look up. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift yourself back up. We're all going to put the right foot on the mat like I have it. So toes pointing forward away from you. Now maybe using hands to mat or blocks. Start to lift your hips up and we'll meet in a skandasana. So left leg is straight, foot flexed. You could always put some pressure in your hands and lift your hips up part way. Stay here or open your arms out. Expand through your collarbones. Stay here. Take the left arm behind the back. Reach your right arm in front of your right shin and maybe go for a bind. You'll try to reach your fingertips or maybe your right hand grabs your left wrist. When we do it on the other side, you'll be able to see me from the other side as well. Release the bind if you've got it. Pivot towards the front of your mat, runner's lunge, and drop your back knee. Reach both arms up. And prayer twist to the right. Hook your left elbow on or outside of your knee. Press your right palm down into your left palm. Now once you get there, tuck your left toes and pick that knee up. I'm a little bit lifted just for the mic, but you kind of want to nuzzle your left tricep outside of the right knee. Now, keeping this twist or releasing it to get there, we're going to meet in a twisted chair. So you'll step your left foot to meet your right. Keep pressing your palms together. And then as you unwind that, send your right leg back, warrior three. Look down at your mat, flex your right foot, and then rise up to stand with the right knee into the chest. Figure four, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, send your butt back and look down. Left hand to left hip, right hand to the knee, or peace sign fingers to the big toes. Straighten your left leg, and then maybe your right leg will kick out to the right, or you'll keep the knee bent and hold on to the knee. Either way, I want your left leg straight and drive that heel down. Maybe shift your gaze off to the left. 3, 2. Bring your right leg through center. Left hand to the knee or the foot. Reach your right arm back. Twist. Start with the knee. If that's going well, grab your foot. Kick a little out to the right and maybe gaze back for 3, 2. Unwind through center. Bring your arms up. Float your leg for 3, 2. Standing splits. 1. Dive your hands all the way down and sweep your right leg up. Put some pressure in your hands to alleviate that left leg. And then step your right foot behind your left. Walk your hands to the left. This should feel pretty nice. Just make sure that left leg is in front of the right. Walk your hands back through center. Keep your legs crossed and rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up. Eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. If that's not working out for you, bring your forearms together. Now your legs are already halfway there. You'll start to bend your knees, your left heel, and then your entire left foot will lift up off the mat. Single or double wrap for Garudasana, eagle pose. Pull your belly button back and in. Lean the shoulders back a bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your elbows towards your knees and dome your back like cat pose. Looking down, unwind your legs. Eagle 3. It's warrior 3 with eagle arms. Keep the arms. Take a big step back with your left foot so your feet land in warrior 1. On your inhale, lift your elbows, look up. Exhale, humble eagle, dive inside of your right leg. Bump your hips a little to the left. Release your hands. We'll take down dog lunge or a bind. Your right arm goes underneath your right leg. Try to reach right hand for the tailbone, palm face up. Left arm behind the back. Maybe grab fingers. You could use a towel or grab your left wrist. Option 1, stay in down dog lunge. Option 2, stay in the bind. Option 3, take 1 and then 2 steps with the left foot to the top of the mat. Drive your left foot, heel down into the mat. Shift weight to the left leg and lift your right leg up as you come up to standing for birds of paradise. You can keep your leg bent or work to straighten your leg, point your toes for 3, 2, 1. Rebend that right knee. We're all going to meet back in the down dog lunge. So start to make your way there. One little step at a time. Down dog lunge. Walk towards the front of your mat and drop your back knee. Half or full splits. I like somewhere in between, like 3/4 splits. You could put 2 blocks by your sides or use your knuckles. Find somewhere that's a little bit uncomfortable. So you want the discomfort, that's where the change happens, but you don't want it to be painful. Next pose is pigeon pose. When you're ready, safely make your way there. You might want to walk your back knee up a little bit. Coming down to forearms, or you could stack your palms, make a pillow for your forehead. You could always take any other variation, figure 4, double pigeon, cow face, supine figure 4, whatever you need. Relax your shoulders, relax your palms. If there's somewhere you're holding tension, just try your best to let that go. Few more breaths here. Slowly start to walk your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your left toes. Step back, vinyasa. This will be your last vinyasa of class. And we'll meet in downward facing dog to do all of that fun stuff on the left side. All right, so meeting in down dog, your legs might feel a little uneven, but we're gonna even that out. Let's go ahead and lift the left leg up. Exhale, crunch, left knee to your nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Crunch to your right elbow, and then kick your left leg out. You want to try to get your toes in line with your fingertips as much as possible. Inner edge of the right foot down, right arm up. Your right foot should be like warrior 2, the outer edge parallel with the back of the mat. Right arm up or extended for 3, 2, 1. Start to drop your seat all the way down. Most importantly, I want your right leg parallel with the outside edge of your mat. Then we're going to take that gate pose. Remember, harder option is to plant the foot on the mat and hug the shin in towards you. The easier option is to bring the bottom of the left foot to the right inner thigh. There is no right or wrong options, just different. Now your left arm will go up. Your right hand will either grab your left waist or your left ankle as you reach your left arm up and over. Now the torso wants to drop forward, so you want to try to lean it back, maybe look up. You'll probably notice that your left hip wants to lift up off the mat. It is kind of inevitable, but try to shift a little bit of weight to that left hip. Next, inhale, come back up. We'll all put the left foot on the mat, like mine is. Use blocks or hands to prop your hips up, and we'll meet in the Skandasana. Adjust the feet if you need. Stay where you are, or open your arms. Use your left elbow to block your left shin. The right arm will half wrap if you'd like it. Left arm wraps in front of the left leg. You could either grab fingertips or maybe your left hand will grab your right wrist and look up to the right. Bump your left hip a little to the right. 3, 2, 1. Release the bind if you've got it. Pivot to the front of your mat and drop your right knee. Reach both arms up, low lunge. And prayer twist to the left. Hook your right elbow on or outside of your knee. And then press your left palm down into your right palm. Try to get your sternum towards your thumbs. Once you get there, tuck your right toes, pick that knee up. And you have to really squeeze your inner thighs. Keeping the grip or releasing it to get there, step your right foot to meet your left. We'll meet in the twisted chair. Send your butt back, weight to your heels. Unwind your torso and send your left leg back, warrior three. You're balancing on your right leg. As you come up to stand, left knee into your chest. Figure four, cross your ankle over your right thigh. Sink back into your hips. The right hand comes to the right hip, left hand to the left knee, or peace sign fingers to the big toes. You'll take your right leg straight, left leg to the left, with the knee bent or the leg straight, depending where you're grabbing. Pull the belly button back and in. Most importantly, keep breathing. Potentially look to the right. 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, bring your left leg out in front of you, bent or straight. Right hand to the left knee, or grab the foot and twist to the left. 3. Find some expansion through your chest. 2. Unwind your torso. 1. Bring your arms up, straighten your leg and float it for 3. Lower abs in. 2. 1. Dive all the way down, standing split. Woo. Put some pressure in your hands to relieve that right leg a bit. And then step your left foot behind your right so your ankles are crossed. Walk your hands to the right. Should feel pretty nice. Just make sure that right leg is in front of the left. Walk your hands back through center. Keep your legs crossed. Rise all the way up to stand. Eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left, or just go forearms together if that's a little bit much. Start to bend into the knees, and your right leg will lift up. You might need to lift it a little bit more to come into your eagle pose. Shift your knees a little to the right, elbows a little to the left. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your elbows towards your knees. Once you get there, the legs only will unwind to eagle 3. Now gently take a step back with your right foot. So your feet are in warrior 1. Inhale, lift your elbows, look up. Exhale, humble eagle, drop down inside. Bump your hips a little to the right. Breathe. Now, release your hands, down dog lunge. This is your option 1, staying here. Option 2, the left arm will go under the left leg. You want to get your left hand to your tailbone, palm face up. Maybe right arm behind the back. Grab fingers, towel, or grab your right wrist. This is option 2, to stay here in the bind. Option 3 is to take 1, 2 steps up with your right foot. All 10 toes point to the front of your mat. Start to shift the weight into your right leg. I like to bend both knees here. And then slowly, as you come up to standing on your right leg, your left knee hugs up and in. One side might be easier than the other. Don't force it. Maybe working a straighter left leg for 3, 2, 1, gradually rebend the knee, take yourself down. We'll all meet in that down dog lunge. Down dog lunge. Walk your hands to the front of your mat and drop your back knee. Half, full split, somewhere in between. Depending on your dominant side, this one might be a little harder or easier for you. This side is a little bit easier for you. Try not to skimp out, give it your fullest effort. Find that place of discomfort. But if this side is more challenging for you, take it a little easy. Don't force it. Pigeon pose next. Safely bend your left knee. The right leg stays long behind you. And make your way onto your forearms or stacked palms. Find some relaxation through your upper back. Feel the shoulder blades kind of melt away from each other. Keep moving your breath throughout your body. Few more breaths. Slowly start to walk your hands back under your shoulders. Bring your left knee more towards the center of your mat. Slide your right knee up behind your left. Gotta kick your feet in opposite directions and take a seat back for cow face pose, Gomukhasana. Your left leg is on top. If the knees don't stack exactly, that's okay. You can take your left hand to your left knee, right hand to your right knee, and kind of push them a little bit, but don't force it. You could also take double pigeon or fire log pose if you're familiar. Now the hands, you could either grab your feet or you could walk your hands forward a bit. Focus less on how the legs look. So if they're stacked exactly or not, go more with the sensation as long as you feel it in your outer hips, especially in that left leg on this side. Gradually walk your hands back towards you. All right, some of you might be familiar with this move. You're gonna start walking your hands to the right. You kind of have to press through the outer edges of your feet. Just trust the process as you lift your hips up, walk to the right, to the right, to the right, spin on your heels until now you're facing the front of your mat and your legs are crossed, the right leg in front. Now bend the knees and start to drop your seat down so you're in cow face pose on the other side. If you didn't follow it, no worries. It's kind of tricky, it's kind of funky, maybe with some practice. Otherwise, we'll just meet in this cow face pose with the right leg on top. Again, you can use your hands to stack the knees a little bit more. Side 2 might feel a little different, don't force it. Try to do the same thing you did with the arms on side 1. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards you. Extend one leg at a time. I'd recommend bottom leg, so left leg first, then right leg. Move your seat out of the way so you can feel your sitting bones press down. Flex your feet and reach both arms up. Bend the knees a tad. Think about casting a net over your feet. Lead with your sternum, shoulders back. So you'll feel it in the backs of your legs, but also in your low back. If you just go right away, straight legs, of course you'll feel it through the back of the legs, but you might not feel it so much through the lower back. I want the stretch along the entire backside of your body. Slowly walk yourself out. Lower all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll plant the feet on the mat for 2 back bends. Bridge and upward bow, or 2 of the same. Arms by your side, lift your hips up, bridge. If you'd like to take supported bridge for the entire time, you could put a block underneath you and just stay upright for the entire time that the rest of us do 2 poses. Squeeze your glutes, hips up for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your hips down. Take a breath. Bridge or upward bow. For upward bow, hands by your head, thumbs towards your ears, fingers towards your feet. Lift your hips up like bridge. Press down into your hands and lift your upper body up off the mat. Press your chest towards the space behind you. Almost think chest through your arms. Firm your glutes. Make sure your toes are pointing forward or even a little in, but definitely not out. Feel the stretch through the front of the body. Drive the big toe mound of the foot down. Relax your head completely and breathe for 3, 2. From wherever you are, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat and hug your knees into your chest. Keep your right leg in, extend your left leg all the way, and then take your right knee across your body for a twist. Look off to the right, relax your shoulders. Don't force it too much, just let your body relax into it. Slowly unwind onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest. Keep your left leg in and extend your right leg all the way. Take your left knee all the way over to the right and look to the left. Allow the breath to deepen the twist without too much external force. Slowly unwind onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Extend your legs. Sprawl your arms. Relax your body completely. Make any adjustments you need to feel more comfortable. You could towel off, grab some water, walk the shoulder blades underneath you. Give yourself permission to rest, let go. Enjoy the stillness. We'll be here for a few breaths. You can wait for the sound of my voice to guide you up. Shavasana. Make your next inhale a little bit deeper. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, lengthen your entire body. Hug your knees into your chest and roll to either side. Enjoy the stillness of the moment without rush. Know that there's nowhere else you should be instead of right here. Gradually make your way up to a comfortable seat. Eyes closed or soft gaze downward. Tall spine. Shoulders relaxed. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale completely. Bow your head towards your heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. Thank you so much for spending your practice with me on your mat. I so appreciate you following along and practicing with me. If you liked this class, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to my channel. I always appreciate it so much. If you practice with me and take a photo or video, make sure you tag me on Instagram at Emma Pigeon Yoga. I love to see you wherever you are in the world tuning in. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.